Hello, everyone. It's Dawn back with you. Thank you for joining. I can't believe it's already 2025. Where did 2024 go? It seems as if it was just here yesterday, and now it's February 2025. I am looking back on 2024, and I know that I had happiness, I had sadness, and challenges. Happiness when I had all the fun with family and friends. We've been on road trips. Um, we went on vacation to Jamaica, and there was sadness involved because there were a few funerals that I attended in Jamaica, in Montreal, in Brampton. So there was that sadness, but we also had a wedding in the mix. So fun, happiness, sadness, and health challenges for me. But despite all with the health challenges, things are progressing, and I think that I am doing much, much better. And I pray that with Jehovah's help in this year, things will get even better. And so I just want to say thank you for being with me. In 2024, you supported me and you encouraged me. And I hope that for us, it will be a year of happiness, great health, and continued success. And I do hope that you will continue on this journey with me, with our conversations, and again, your support. Yes, I am looking forward for us to going on even greater journeys in 2025. Again, thank you for being here.
Many times I've asked myself, what do I want to do with my life? What's my purpose in life? So, to find the answers to these questions, I realized that I must first find out who I really am. I have to piece together all the information that makes me me. So, some years ago, I started exploring my ancestry. I wanted to find out how my heritage shaped my life and to show my daughter the connections on both sides of our families. So I started a family tree. After a while, for some unknown reason, I abandoned this project. But a few years ago, my daughter learned that she could have relatives in Barbados, so she got interested in finding her roots too. Recently, our family gained an addition, and realizing that relationship mistakes can be made when we do not know our relatives, she suggested that I restart the family tree. While I was considering this, she went ahead and started an ancestral journey. She said she couldn't wait as she felt the urge to find out more than what's on the family tree. She wanted to dig deep so as to get a more complete picture of herself. While I was still mulling over restarting the family tree, she was deep into this ancestral journey. In finding her ancestral past, I am discovering bits of mine from her reports. Digging into an ancestral past, though exciting, can be scary. I am learning so much about who I am and where I came from. She purchased a DNA ancestry testing kit from a DNA testing service. This service uses saliva sample to determine our family's origins and ethnicity. It is so fascinating to find out through DNA the hopes and dreams and fights for survival of our ancestors. What is deoxyribonucleic acid, shortened DNA, and why am I recommending an ancestry DNA genetic testing for all? Well, with DNA, your unique heritage is revealed. Nearly every cell in your body contains DNA. It is the building block of your genes, and it contains the genetic code that is unique to every individual. It's what makes you you. DNA instructions for the body is or can be likened to the blueprints used for making a house. DNA is passed from parent to child. It is fair to say that you receive exactly 50% of your DNA from each parent, but according to the DNA scientists, depending on your sex, your genetic sex, you could receive more or less from a parent. But that's something you go deeper into when you research DNA. However, DNA is contained in blood, semen, skin cells, tissue, brain cells, teeth, hair, saliva, urine, fingernails, you name it. In almost all areas of the body, a DNA sample can be obtained. DNA tests are used in medical and non-medical settings. The test can be used to help identify your genetic lineage, or it can confirm or rule out an inherited genetic disorder, and even assess your risk of developing or passing on a genetic disorder. So when you do a medical DNA, you get a definitive diagnosis and treatment plan sometimes, or you learn that your health requires further investigation or monitoring. This may include preventative procedures. We have all heard of women removing breasts to avoid a disease because their genetics and other risk factors place them at exceptionally high risk. So, although genetic testing can benefit the health and well-being of many individuals, it can also complicate the lives of others. The uncertainty can cause stress about your future. Imagine a man who for many years thought he was the father of a child, and only to learn after a DNA test that he's not. This can be hard to handle. Or just as learning that years or even decades to come, you may develop a serious illness. So because of this, some people may require support from psychologists and others to help them work through complicated decisions or any uncertainties that they may face after testing. So you gotta weigh the pros and the cons, know what you will be able to handle before you take the test. That's my recommendation. Genetic testing risks are small. Most require a blood or saliva sample or a swab of the inside of your cheek. Depending on what the aims of the test are, it may only require a few drops of blood, such as when a newborn is being screened or for paternity testing. But for things like cancer or HIV, it may several virals may be required. I just brought in the medicinal part of DNA just so that I think it would be interesting for us to learn a bit more of that. But my focus here is on ancestry DNA. So, like I said earlier, my daughter submitted a saliva sample, and after a few weeks, the findings were fascinating. She has learned that she has a large Nigerian bloodline, and she now knows why she doesn't like certain foods or why she's allergic to certain foods. The trait findings are so fantastical. We're just amazed. This heritage DNA research helps her uncover her diverse origins and find unknown relatives, acknowledging even those who were distant or were circumspect, and to grow her family tree. For those who are interested in learning more about DNA, there are numerous videos about DNA on YouTube. I have listed some of these, plus some of the places that you can buy ancestry kits from, and I've also put a few DNA links in the description. So, why not take a heritage DNA test? It is fun, and you may just be awed by some of the eye-opening results. I'm so glad that you were able to join me, and I hope that you will be back again. Please remember to subscribe to this video and also to like, share, and comment. Thank you. I hope you'll be back.